What's up? It's your boy A-Black with ABlackTV, and you watching this in Charlotte. Today, man, I'm downtown Charlotte, CBS Radio with a Charlotte legend, Charlotte hustler. It's a No Limit Larry himself.
What up, A-Black? How you doing, folks?
Good, man. Thanks for coming on the show.
Hey, man, I appreciate you.
So, man, we just gonna kick it off from the very beginning, man. Let's talk about, how you even got started. I remember, being young, I used to listen to the BJ Murphy show.
Wow.
I believe did you have a night show first for the top 9 at 8?
Yeah, well, long before the top 9 at 8, and long before even that, I was interning at Power 98.
Okay.
While I was still in school, I went to John C. Smith University.
Okay.
That allowed me the opportunity to intern at Power 98. Then from an intern, I started doing overnight, the graveyard shift. From the graveyard shift, I produced the afternoon show with the legendary Nate Quick.
Yeah.
And then from there, they gave me my own show. And then how I landed on the morning show was Nate Quick left, BJ left, so they wanted, they wanted somebody to do mornings. And I didn't know what to expect. It was like, I just love what I do. I love radio. I love entertaining people. My mama tell you I've been probably entertaining people since I was a little kid, just doing crazy stuff. But I love entertaining. I didn't think it'd be this big, but we have a good time and we have fun.
Word. So were you born and raised in Charlotte?
Man, I was born and raised in Charlotte. I've been here all my life. And I've tried to go to a few other stations and do some other things, but it's nothing like your own city and getting the support from your city.
Definitely. What was a little bit like growing up in Charlotte? What parts? What high school did you go to? What was it like growing up in general? Man, growing up in Charlotte, man, I've seen a lot. I've seen Charlotte grow to having 3 major teams. I remember we didn't have a basketball team, we didn't have a football team, we didn't have a baseball team, and I was born on the west side. Born on the west side, Dalton Village, for folks out there in Charlotte, remember that? Dalton Village, we moved from Dalton Village when I was about 3. I moved to the east side, grew up a little bit on the east side, went to McClintock. It was a junior high then, Dime Middle School, went to East Mac High School. Then I moved to the north side, North Charlotte, where I met S-Dub and the rest of those guys over there on Pilgrim, Umstead, Harold, Siegel Avenue. And so mainly, I lived all over, but North Charlotte, really. Money means to me, what money means to me is being able to do whatever you want to do. Not necessarily what you want to do, but have the things you want to have, being able to take care of your family, and being able to provide for other people outside of your family, like giving back to the homeless and not really having any worries. Like you said, definitely got to shout out my man Nate Quick. I wouldn't probably be nowhere in this game without Nate Quick. Nate Quick was one of those guys. He didn't judge you. As long as you wanted to work, he was gonna allow you to work. So he taught me everything I know about radio. Definitely Nate Quick. Artie, the One Woman Party, who's still with the station, still with CBS Radio. Artie is the kind of person if you want to work, she's going to teach you, and she's going to allow you to learn, allow you to make mistakes, and she's going to give you sound advice about not just radio, but just about life in general. Mean Gene, I don't know if y'all remember Mean Gene. Yeah, I do.
Mean Gene, he was a guy always had wisdom, and he said he always taught me, man, no matter how high your ratings get, never forget about the people and never let the ratings go to your head, because just because you're number 1 in this particular rating period, next rating period you're number 10. So then what's gonna happen? Where's your morale at? So you gotta know what you're in it for. You can't be in it for the money, you can't be in it for the ratings. My boss now, Terry Avery, she had the vision to put me on the morning show to say, well, I believe in you and I'm gonna stand behind you and what you wanna do. My old PD, Andre Carson, he was another guy. He's the one who actually signed me on to Power 98 from an intern to actually give me an actual job at Power 98. And Diane Tucker, she was our general manager, first female, African-American female general manager with CBS Radio. She made a lot of moves in CBS Radio history that they probably won't even talk about now, but she did a lot of great things for a lot of great people. Success means to me being able to wake up and go somewhere where you love what you do. That's when you're successful. Like it's an old saying that if you're doing something you love to do, you'll never work a day in your life. That's what success is to me.
You mentioned the people, man, and that's one of the things that I see and admire and respect from you. No matter how big you get, you seem to stay real grounded. I see you at the community service events, and no matter how big or small, you always there. So what kind of keeps you grounded and balanced? Man, because it's like people look at different people and say, well, he's a celebrity or she's a celebrity. I never look at myself like that. I'm a person, and I'm always gonna be who I am. Like you might see me standing in the old Dalton Village. You might see me standing in North Charlotte. I hoop with these guys. I just never look at myself
myself as like I'm no better than nobody. I'm just me, and that's one thing I learned. Just be yourself all the time, and that's all I know how to be is myself.
Yeah.
Family, man, that's an important part of anybody's life. Family for me means, you know, taking care of my kids and seeing them grow and telling them to reach for the stars. I read this quote the other day. It's better for a man. What it say? It's better for a man to show his kids or to live like you want your kids to live instead of telling them how they should live. You should be showing them. And a lot of kids these days are visual, so I just hope to show my kids what they should be doing.
You know, being at the top of the radio game in the Charlotte market, I know it's gonna come with a lot of hate. So, dealing with that, especially with local artists and them not getting on the radio, what's the process with that? Because I know as a young cat, me coming back to the city, you kind of want a lot of change, and then you put a lot of blame on the people at the top.
Well, the thing about it is a lot of artists don't understand radio. Mm-hmm. They don't understand how it works. And if you look at it, like me and somebody was having a conversation the other day, like if you get spins on the radio, the music business don't work like that anymore. Mm-hmm. Like back in the day, maybe like 5-10 years ago, you had to go out and get 100 spins, you had to get 200 spins. But radio is not really about that, or the music game is not really about that. It's really about, like, you look at Trinidad James. Before he even had radio play, he had an opportunity for a deal. You look at Soulja Boy, before he had radio play, he had an opportunity for a deal. So, I mean, radio is just like the icing on the cake. And, for local artists, I mean, me, myself, like a lot of people might say, well, you don't do this or you don't do that, or you hating on us. And I asked the guy one time, I said, why would I hate on you? I'm from here. I want to see somebody from Charlotte blow up, so when I go to these other markets, I can talk about my art. Mm-hmm. So why wouldn't we want to see y'all blow up? I think they have it misconstrued, but because they feel like, well, y'all ain't playing my song. Well, music is much more than just playing a song. Mm-hmm. And a lot of artists gotta get their business in order. You gotta get the BDS code, you gotta get the media base, and a lot of that stuff is free. Mm-hmm. So if you're not doing the free things to help yourself, why should radio help you? So, and I think that's where the line is. A lot of people think I go make a hot song and it's just gonna take off, or the radio's just gonna play and it's gonna take off. But you have to be ready, because same thing I was talking about Trinidad James. He was ahead. The music was ahead of him. Mm-hmm. His song took off. He didn't even have a manager. He didn't have publishing. He didn't have the song available for iTunes. So everybody wanted to go get this All Go Everything song, and it wasn't even available. Mm-hmm. So you have to be ready for that stuff, and you have to ask yourself, why am I doing music? Am I doing it just to be heard, or am I doing it to make money?
All right, hear that, artist? Got to get your business.
You got to get your business in order, and believe this: we want to see y'all blow up. Please, somebody blow up from Charlotte. I don't care if it's dancing, singing. I really want to see a Charlotte rapper blow up. I'm talking about somebody that we really get behind it, and this person just go and just take off.
Looking at the rap scene, what do you think it would take for a Charlotte rapper to blow up?
They gotta have it. They gotta have that formula. They gotta have that one hot song, and then see what happens is a lot of people get the people in their circle to support them. A lot of people got supporters, but they don't have fans. Mm-hmm. What you have to do is you have to turn your supporters into fans. What I mean is, okay, yeah, I might be with you, going out with you to help put up posters, or with you at the studio encouraging you. But when it comes time to buy your music, am I gonna buy your music?
Yeah.
That's a fan. A fan is gonna
buy a ticket for the show.
Right. Am I gonna buy a ticket? Like if you was an artist and I was your supporter, if you told me, man, you gotta pay to get in my show, am I gonna pay to get in your show? Yeah, so you gotta look at your circle, or the people that you're with. Are these people fans, or are they supporters? You want to create more fans as an artist. So you know people that want your music, and they're gonna push it, as well as they're gonna pay to see you. Oh man, love is something that comes. Let me see. Love is something that comes when you really and truly love somebody. Is unconditional. You take all their faults, they take all your faults, and you love them no matter what. And along with love comes loyalty. So I put both of those in the same sentence. So if you love somebody, then you're loyal to them on many different levels. Loyalty has many different levels, but I think when you love somebody, it should be unconditional.
Man, so you did a lot of interviews, met a lot of rappers, politicians. Who is probably your most meaningful interview that always sticks out?
I got two. Barack Obama.
Okay.
And Bill Clinton when he was president.
Wow, I know those big.
I was shocked at how cool he was. He was cool. He wasn't rattled by any situation. Even the Monica Lewinsky talked about that. He talked about like he listening to NWA and 50 Cent on his iPod. And Barack Obama, you know, that's history making right there to talk to the president. And he was real cool too. And First Lady Michelle Obama. Yeah. But as far as rappers, I always enjoy talking to Master P because he keeps it 100. And he not only tells you about the good, he tell you about the bad. You know, he'll say I made a lot of mistakes in this game with some of the music I made. But at the same time, he'll educate you on how to make money and invest your money. I think he was one of the first independent artists to do it real major and went to a label and told them, no, I'm not taking this deal. I'm going to take this deal over here where I get 85%. I'm going to give y'all 15%. So he opened the door for a lot of other.
When you become such a big public image, you get a lot of female attention. So what does women mean to you between genuine women and fake women?
Okay. Well, first part of the question, women. Well, you know, women in this industry, they it's a lot of powerful women in this industry. But you have to be careful how you approach women because in radio, women are the driving force behind radio. So you have to be careful how you approach every woman because you never know how this one woman can turn against you and turn other women against you. So you have to be careful on your approach towards women, whether good or bad. And at the same time, you know, in entertainment, women they may come at you or quote unquote throw themselves at you, but you have to let them know where you stand and you have to really be careful because a lot of guys or a lot of entertainers make mistakes with women and then they have to deal with other situations like baby mama drama, like paying this and paying that and having all these kids with a woman that all they wanted to do was do one thing. So you have to be careful. And like Ice Cube said in the movie Lottery Ticket, protect yourselves at all times.
So, when you're going out and you're hosting these parties, I know you probably got a craziest story ever happened with one of these rappers or something backstage or on VIP. Like,
and it was Summerfest. I think it was Summerfest 2000. Ludacris, Redman. We was at Club 2000. Man, you know, if you ever been through Charlotte or you ever lived in Charlotte, you know about Club 2000. It had this back room. And it was after Summerfest, so it's about 2,500 people in the club. The walls is sweat. The club is packed so much, the walls are sweat. So I'm going in the back room, because we broadcast live, so I'm going in the back room to go finish up the broadcast. Redman, Ludacris back there, and let's just say they was having their own party with some females.
Oh, Lord.
And I was like, okay, all right. You know, Redman is crazy. So he was like, come on, like, I'm good. Y'all do what y'all do. I'm good.
But yeah, like Chief Keef when he was in Charlotte.
Hey, this might have been worse though. But those guys are cool.
See Charlotte being in the next 5 years, like how much further can you see the city growing?
Man, of course we about to get this Major League Baseball stadium downtown.
The Knights.
Yep. So Charlotte is huge, man. Since I've been in radio, Charlotte started at market number 38. The city is growing so fast. We are now market 23.
Wow.
So that's we are now considered a large size market. Top 25 markets are large size markets. Charlotte is a breaking ground for a lot of artists. Like a lot of other cities use our radio to see what we're playing. And I think in the next 5 to 8 years, we're gonna see that rap artist, because we've done R&B with Sunshine Anderson, Anthony Hamilton, Casey and JoJo, Calvin Richardson. We've done R&B. I think we're gonna see that rap artist from Charlotte finally blow up in the next 5 to 8 years.
All right, man. And just as a media personality, an entity of your own, what do you want your own legacy to be when you get done in the radio?
Man, as far as radio, I think my radio work will speak for itself when it comes to community. Shout out to the Urban League. They gave me a community award, one of the biggest community awards you can win here in Charlotte. I appreciate them for that. But I think my legacy, I really wanted to be on my community work and stuff I did outside of radio. I just like the work I do with the shelter, with the women and children shelter. I want stuff like that. People to remember me for stuff like that.
Hey, man, may it no limit. Need to go ahead and run a couple years, man. Well, thanks for the interview again.
And thank you. ABlackTV.
Appreciate it. ABlackTV. Watching this in Charlotte. Peace.